Hi everyone, Mimmi again. Welcome back to the channel. Talking about AI generated marketing campaigns and the legal risks nobody is really talking about. One of the biggest hidden risks in modern marketing at the moment are the legal landmines that are behind the AI generated marketing campaigns. At the moment, AI is transforming a lot faster than almost any technology we've ever seen before. Brands are using AI to create ads, generate videos, personalize campaigns, write content, clone voices, create images, automate production, and scale creative work at incredible speed. And honestly, there are some really amazing results. On the other hand, then, a lot of companies are walking directly into legal, ethical, and reputational disasters without even realizing it. Let's talk about it. Copyright lawsuits, deepfake liability, privacy violations, false advertising risks, regulatory scrutiny, and potentially millions in fines or damages. It's like the latest gold rush. The AI technology is moving incredibly fast. The tools can now generate videos, ad copy, voiceovers, images, music, campaign concepts, personalized messaging. It's entire weeks worth of assets in hours instead of weeks. It's completely changing the economics of marketing production. A small in-house team can now create campaigns that previously required large agencies and massive budgets. We've already seen major examples like Coca-Cola's AI-powered Create Real Magic campaign. Heinz using AI-generated ketchup images that are all resembled Heinz bottles. AI-generated personalized product packaging. AI-generated commercials produced for a fraction of traditional production costs. These results can be really impressive. It's faster execution, lower costs, mass personalization, creative experimentation at scale. So of course, brands are rushing in, but there is a problem. The legal system has not caught up with the technology. Let's start with copyright. It's one of the biggest legal gray areas in AI marketing right now. The uncomfortable reality is that in many jurisdictions, a fully AI-generated content may not qualify for copyright protection at all. Essentially, that means that if AI creates your ad campaign with minimal human involvement, you may actually not own it in a legally protected way. And that creates serious business problems, because if you don't own the copyright clearly, competitors may be able to reuse or imitate your content more easily. On the other hand, the other risk. The AI models are trained on enormous amount of existing human created content, which means AI generated outputs may unintentionally resemble copyrighted work. And companies are already getting sued over this. There are ongoing lawsuits involving major AI companies, publishers, media organizations, artists, and content owners. Because they are and those are revolving around the core question of, did AI training violate copyright, and who becomes liable when AI generated outputs resemble protected work? Right now, the legal answers are still evolving. That is why human input still matters. One important distinction is the human involvement. A fully AI-generated content with almost no human creative contribution may have very limited protection, but AI assisted content where humans significantly edit, shape, direct, and transform the output may be more defensible legally. So stop treating AI like this one-click content machine. The human creative oversight really matters. Documentation matters. Editorial decisions matters. Original contribution matters. Smart companies should be now documenting who created the prompts, what edits humans made, how outputs were transformed, what human creative direction shaped the final result. Because if the legal disputes happen later, that documentation may become extremely important. There's also something even more dangerous: deepfakes and synthetic media risks. Let's start with deepfakes. AI-generated voice cloning, synthetic media, fake endorsements. It's a massive legal and reputational risk. AI can now generate highly realistic faces, voices, and videos, creating huge opportunities for marketing personalization, but also huge opportunities for abuse. There have already been celebrities used without their knowledge, fake endorsements appearing online, AI-generated political robocalls spreading misinformation, synthetic voices used in fraud. For marketers, this danger is obvious. If you generate AI content that imitates a real person without clear permission, you may violate publicity rights, privacy laws, or false endorsement laws. Regulations are tightening. Governments are actively developing laws around AI-generated likeness, deepfakes, and synthetic identity misuse, because the reputational damage can be enormous. Trust collapses fast when audiences feel that they're being manipulated or deceived. Then, authenticity. That's an ethical layer. Even if something is technically legal, audiences increasingly care about authenticity. If brands quietly use AI-generated influencers, synthetic testimonials, or manipulated media without disclosure, audiences may feel betrayed when they discover it. And in marketing, trust is everything. That means that transparency is becoming a competitive advantage. The brands that openly explain how they use AI often build more trust than brands that are trying to hide it. AI should enhance your storytelling, but not replace your authenticity. That is a distinction that matters. There are also data privacy risks. AI marketing systems are incredibly data hungry. The AI tools analyze behavioral data, purchase histories, browsing patterns, engagement signals, location data, customer interactions, and your communication history. That creates an enormous privacy implications, especially under regulations like GDPR or CCPA. And enforcement of these is becoming much more aggressive. Companies are already facing massive fines for unlawful tracking, consent violations, and data misuse. AI complicates this further because automated systems often make decisions based on personal profiling. For example, personalized pricing, behavioral targeting, AI-generated recommendations, predictive customer segmentation, automated lead scoring. It all falls under increasingly strict regulatory scrutiny. The challenge is that many marketing teams still do not fully understand how their AI tools process data internally. So that is why you need to ensure that you have transparency and consent. Modern privacy compliance isn't just about adding a cookie banner. Regulators increasingly expect meaningful transparency. People really want to know what data is being collected, how is AI using it, how decisions are being made, and whether profiling is happening. Consent management also becomes more complicated with AI because personalization systems often combine data from multiple sources. That means companies need stronger governance around data minimization, retention periods, consent records, vendor oversight, cross-border compliance, and AI-specific disclosure. To build safer AI marketing systems, you should start by treating a legal review as a part of creative process, not something to be added afterward. Second, maintain human oversight always. AI should support creativity, not operate entirely independently. Thirdly, document everything. Prompts, edits, approvals, creative decisions, licensing, permissions, review workflows. And then fourth, implement clear policies for the AI-generated content, especially around copyrights, deepfakes, privacy, data handling, and disclosure. Lastly, then fifth, work with specialized legal expertise. AI law is evolving too quickly for generic compliance assumptions. And finally, build entire ethical frameworks instead of just legal minimums, because sometimes something can be technically legal but still damage the trust really badly. Legal compliance can be your competitive advantage. If you treat AI governance seriously, you may actually gain some long-term advantage, because many other brands are rushing towards speed and scale, then trust is becoming even more valuable. The customers are increasingly caring about authenticity, transparency, privacy, fairness, and responsible AI use. So it is true, AI is absolutely transforming marketing, and the opportunities are enormous. There's faster production, lower costs, mass personalization, creative scalability. But at the same time, the risks are growing just as fast. Copyright uncertainty, deepfake liability, false endorsement risks, privacy violations, regulatory pressure, reputational damage. The companies need to be the smart adopters. Combining innovation with legal sophistication, ethical responsibility, and long-term trust building. The goal is to build sustainable marketing practices that keep your brand protected and credible for years to come. Thank you for watching. I wrote a blog post about it. The link is in the description. That's all from me now. Bye.